You gonna help me film? You know the word film now. I can see it in your ears. Hi friends, it's Anne here, and today's video is going to be the 21 makeup questions tag. I'm here with my little sidekick Harley. We're just chilling like villains on the couch. I don't know if anybody says that anymore. That's one of those things that I say that's totally outdated. So we're just going to start these questions because 21 is a lot. Also, how are we feeling about this makeup? I was playing with makeup earlier today, playing with the Inmo liquid eyeshadow. Oh boy, it was definitely not easy to work with that blue shade, and I'm feeling a little bit like Mimi. Anyway, hopefully when I look back on this to edit, it won't look so bad. You don't mind, right? The real question is, will I wash this off or wear it outside later when I have to take Harley for a walk? I first want to mention, I think this tag was started by Allie Glines. Hopefully I'm not making up things and I'm spreading rumors, but as I understand, that's who started this tag. I've seen a few people post this like in my subscription feed, so I'll put those names down below, their videos down below if you want to check them out as well. Oh, you're a good boy. Hello. Okay, question number 1. What is the oldest makeup product in your collection? This is a hard one. I'm not sure exactly what is the oldest, but if I had to guess, I would say there's two products that are neck and neck for the oldest. One is the Annabelle Duo Blush that I have. I don't remember when I bought that. And the second one is I think it's NYC Sun, I don't know the shade, Sun something bronzer. Again, both of those, they've just always been there. So I have no idea how old they are. I do have some stuff, makeup that's my mom's and stuff, but like I'm talking about like in my current collection or makeup that I put on my face. And those two are definitely contenders for the oldest. I'd have to like maybe take a closer look. There may be an eyeshadow palette or two in there that are pretty old, but I'm not 100% sure. What is your most recent purchase? So by the time you see this video, you'll probably see my little drugstore makeup haul. If not, I've just given you a spoiler because I just did a little drugstore makeup haul. So there's a few things that I bought in that haul. I bought a Catrice highlighter. I bought a Quo blush, some mascara. So go check that video out if you want to see what's in that. I don't want to like spoiler it too much, if that makes sense. I have done a get ready with me. Again, not sure if I haven't edited that, so I don't know if I'll post it, but I have tried all the products, at least most of the products on my face so far. What is a makeup trend that you used to love but you now hate? Hate's a strong word. There's not a whole lot I really actually truly hate. I would say two things that I definitely did more. Highlighter, I was definitely more into when highlighters became a thing. I was like all over it and definitely using highlighter. I feel like I've dialed back on the highlighter a little bit. I would say one thing though about that highlighter trend, the one thing that always has bothered me is when people highlight the Cupid's bow, because as someone with a chronic runny nose, like my nose is running right now, it's like, it looks like you have a runny nose. It looks like you got a little something there. And I know Emily Noel always highlights her Cupid's bow and it drives me crazy because I just don't think it's flattering for most people or for most parts. I think there's a way to make it flattering, but I think for the most part, it's not flattering. Like I think if you're gonna highlight that part, don't use a shiny highlight, like just use a brightening highlight. Hi, you got a runny nose too. I wish I could do like dual cam and you could see his face while I'm filming. I need to set that up. What is a makeup trend that you used to hate but you now love? I can't think of any, to be honest. I think there's trends that I never did. I don't even know if it's a trend, but like doing eyebrows. Like I never did my eyebrows when I was younger. That just wasn't a thing. But I do eyebrows now. But yeah, I don't say there's anything. If I don't like a makeup trend, I'm pretty much I don't like it. Like I might try it once and then it's like, no, yeah, that doesn't work for me. Question number 6. What is your favorite step in your makeup routine? I would say playing with eyeshadow. I really enjoy playing with eyeshadow. It's something that has developed over time. I used to kind of just do one eyeshadow looks, maybe two eyeshadow looks, but I feel like I'm trying to get creative and trying to play with different eyeshadows and different techniques, different shapes, different colors. So I kind of, yeah, I'm really enjoying, at least at this stage, enjoying playing with eyeshadow. Number 7, what is a makeup product you can't live without? I would say mascara. If there was only one makeup product I could ever use for the rest of my life, it would be mascara. I just feel like when I put mascara on, it makes me look a little more finished, a little more polished. There's something about it that just, I don't know. I've always liked mascara. Number 8, what sparked your love for makeup? So I kind of think back to when I started wearing makeup. I felt like I was late to the game, but looking back now, I'm not late at all. I was probably about 15 when I actually really started wearing makeup, like on a day-to-day basis. And the more I got into it, it was more of the creativity aspect. Like, I enjoyed that I could play with color. I could, emphasize different parts of my face. I could change the shape of my face. I could change the way I looked with makeup. Again, playing with different colors was always fun. It just was like a good creative outlet for me. And yeah, that's kind of what really triggered it for me, was the creativity aspect. And I think, yeah, seeing the transformation, like seeing when you put makeup on and did different things with it, how you transformed, how it changed the way you looked, which was always really fascinating to me. Still is. What's the worst makeup look you've ever done? Might be this one. We might be there, folks. We might be there. This is pretty bad. At least, I don't know. I'm looking at it in the camera and it looks weird. Like, it definitely looks weird. It's definitely intense. I'm probably going to regret this. But I tried. I was trying to play. I was trying to at least use that one liquid eyeshadow at least once. I've tried it a few times, and I ended up putting a blue eyeshadow below it because it's a bit patchy, so that kind of helped get the blue. But yeah, this might be one of them. So we'll find out. There's another one. So I did film a tag video a long time ago. It was a part-time YouTuber tag, which I kind of want to refilm, and I hated the look that I did in that. I don't even know if I still have that footage. It was sort of like a halo eye. Actually, I could find I was trying to replicate one of the cards in the Too Faced, I think, chocolate bar palette. I don't do halo eyes on my eyes very often because I have such different asymmetric eyes. Like, you can see, I have really big eyelids. Like, my eyelids are big, but they're asymmetrical. Like, which side is it? This side. This eyelid is much bigger, so if I do halo eyes, I have to really work at doing a halo eye to make sure I've got dog hair on my face, make sure it's like a bit more balanced. And yeah, it looked terrible. It didn't look so bad in person, but on camera it was like, yeah, no. What is your favorite makeup look you've ever done? I don't know if I have a favorite that I can think of. I really enjoyed, recently I did like a purple eyeshadow look from the Be Bella Cosmetics palette, and I really liked how that turned out. I really like purples. I did a recent look with the Charlotte Tilbury palette. I did a Get Ready With Me on that, and I really liked how that look turned out. It was like pink with navy, really interesting look. I did like a holiday look, I want to say 2019. Like, nobody watched that video. There's like 22 views on it. And I really liked the way that look turned out. It was sort of like my classic holiday look. And it's just very cute and very, classic. But anyway, question number 11. What is your favorite drugstore makeup product? I'd say mascara. Mascara for sure. I like drugstore mascaras. I think they're just as good, if not better, than high-end ones. You don't need to spend a lot of money on mascara. Number 12. What is your favorite Splurge makeup product? This is hard. I would say, I don't know if I can say a specific item, but I would say brand is Charlotte Tilbury. And I definitely poo-poo generally expensive brands, but I have been pretty impressed and satisfied with the Charlotte Tilbury products that I've purchased. Also, I would say Hourglass. Again, I've talked about not being on the bandwagon with Hourglass at the moment, but I would say everything that I've tried from Hourglass as well, I've really liked. Number 13. What is your most repurchased makeup product? Mascara. And specifically L'Oreal, at least recently, the L'Oreal Luminous Lash Paradise, because you have to like replace that every 3 to 4 months. I can stretch it to 6, but I bet you if I went through my purchases, like I've been keeping a running track of my purchases since I've started this channel, so since 2018, and I bet you that's the most repurchased product in that list. I would definitely bet money on that. What is your earliest makeup memory? So for sure, because I can even remember the scent, and maybe this is because it's a scent memory, is I used to do Highland dancing, but even prior to that, I used to do like jazz dancing, and like I started dance when I was about 3 or 4. I mean, I was always dancing. as soon as I came out, as soon as I could walk, I was dancing. It was just, and my mom used to teach dancing, so it was one of those things. So I remember my mom had this, I want to say it was Revlon, but I don't know what brand it was, but I do want to say it was probably Avon or Revlon. And it was a stick blush that just had that smell. I actually have a lipstick right now. I think it's a L'Oreal lipstick that smells very similar to it, and it just brings me right back. And I just remember my mom just glopping that blush on the face, because I'm pretty sure when I was younger and did jazz, that was all she put on my face. I don't think she did mascara. She might have used it and like I think she put lipstick on me too, but definitely that blush, like it was a big, because I mean at the time too, when you're like 5, like the stick is like your whole face. Yeah, and I was probably about like 5, that's what I remember anyway. What is your favorite place to shop for makeup? This is a good question, especially because we're not shopping in store right now. I would actually say for me, Winners or Marshalls. I really enjoy finding a deal. I really enjoy flipping through all the stuff and seeing what's there, seeing like the product change. I would say second to that, I do enjoy shopping at a drugstore. Like, doesn't really matter if it's Shoppers Drug Mart or Rexall or whatever drugstore it is. Again, I just like walking through the aisles and looking at all the different makeup. I would say my third favorite is Sephora, only because the Sephora near me is in the Toronto Eaton Centre, and it is bonkers. Like, it is always busy. I had to go in there during last year. I went in once because I had to pick up something in store, and I regretted that wholeheartedly because we were in like the middle of the pandemic. It was probably June, maybe July, and I'm like, why the fuck is this place so busy? Like, why is there so many people here? I had a total panic, and I have a total panic in that store in normal days because it's always so busy, and yeah, that was not fun. But I do enjoy, like, I have been to Sephora when it's not busy, and I do enjoy it. What is the most underrated makeup product you own? This is hard. I don't really know. This is question number 16. Most underrated product. Because I feel like I'm so influenced now by like YouTube and stuff that anything that I buy has likely been hyped already. I would say a couple of things. I would say that Color Workshop set that I bought. I mean, nobody talks about Color Workshop on here at all. I think the only other person I've seen on YouTube review a similar type product is Emily Noel. She's reviewed some like dollar store makeup. But yeah, I've been quite impressed with some of that Color Workshop stuff. It's passable, it's usable. And I have some Essence lipsticks, and I bought them in a kit, so they were like $2 each, and they were really, really nice. Although I have seen people talk about Essence lipsticks, but not very regularly. Oh, I would say the one thing, again, I don't think a lot of people talk about, and I talk about it all the time, and I'm actually wearing it today, is the L'Oreal Lustrous lip gloss. I think they're a great dupe for the Fenty lip glosses. I actually kind of prefer better, although I'm slightly annoyed that they've changed up the wand to be bigger. But I feel like they're an underrated product. I don't know if anybody else talks about them but me. So there's that. Number 17. What is the most overrated makeup product you own? So, I can't think of something that I have right now. I know for sure I tried the Tatcha Silk Canvas. It was fine, but I don't know, I felt like it was going to be a miracle, and it was not a miracle. I guess recently I talked about the Hourglass powder. I remember people raving about the Hourglass powder. It's just okay. I'm sure something will pop, and I'll put it down here. If something else pops up, I will put it down here. Because I might just go take a look at my makeup collection and see if there's anything else that I can think of. What is a discontinued makeup product you wish would come back? I can't think of anything specifically. I would say I have a couple lipsticks that are the CoverGirl Continuous Color lipsticks, and oh, I know, those Revlon lip butters. Why don't they bring them back? I know people keep saying things that like, oh, this, like I have the L'Oreal Lip Shine. It's not exactly the same. Things are just not the same, and maybe it's even just the packaging. Like just bring the whole thing back, kit and caboodle, packaging and all. I definitely would love if they brought those back. I was gonna say the CoverGirl Continuous lipsticks. They do still, I think, have that line, but the colors, they don't have the same colors that, I have one color right now that's Vintage Wine, really, really like. I'd prefer to purchase a new one because mine's so old, but that color doesn't exist anymore. But yeah, those Revlon lip butters. I'm curious to know if anybody else mentioned those. I haven't watched anybody's video because I didn't want to be too influenced. I started watching a couple of videos, I'm like, no, I don't want to be influenced by other people's answers, so I'm curious to know how similar my answers are to other people. Question number 19. Where do you go for makeup inspiration? I don't really go anywhere. I mean, I watch people's YouTube videos. I look at stuff on Instagram. Don't really use Pinterest anymore. I did used to use Pinterest for makeup looks. I just find a lot of the Pinterest looks are like, my eyeball is not that shape. My face is not that perfect. Like, it's not happening. I can maybe use it for inspiration, but I just find like it's too, a lot of the eye looks and the little like, I mean, they're super cute, but they're not realistic for me to even achieve. Maybe that's why I steer away from like Instagram as well. I still do not have a TikTok account. I don't think I ever will. The funny thing that's transitioned is I used to read magazines. Like I'm of the generation that all of our makeup purchases and choices were influenced by magazines. I haven't looked at a magazine a bit more than a year, because definitely not through COVID. I don't think I've ever looked at a magazine, but yeah, I haven't looked in a magazine in forever. What do you hope to see less of in makeup's future? I would say, this is not really a makeup item, this is going to be controversial. Stop making stupid people famous. Like, I'm super annoyed at shitty people becoming really popular through social media. Like, yeah, they might have nice makeup, but there's a lot of people that have nice makeup that are not assholes. So why do we keep, at least I mean, I don't, but why does society continue to support and follow? Like, and I'm not saying, like, not everybody's perfect. Like, we're not all saints. We're gonna say dumb crap like chillin' like a villain that might offend somebody somewhere. We're gonna say dumb stuff, but if we like, the average person or the majority of people will realize that they've done something wrong, apologize, and not do it again. Like, I can totally forgive that. If somebody's done something that was an airhead moment and they realized, holy crap, that was really wrong of me to do, and I'm gonna be a better person, because we're just human. But there are some people in the makeup community that just continue to be shitty people. And yet they're like famous, and basically by being famous they're making millions of dollars. Why are we doing this? Why are we rewarding them for their bad behavior? Not cool. What do you hope to see more of in makeup's future? So for me, a big thing is I would like to see more brands doing eco-friendly packaging. So reducing the amount of packaging that they're using materials that are like from reusable sources, using materials that we can recycle easily, all that jazz. Like, I feel like that's an area, like a lot of brands are trying to do clean, and that's a whole kit and caboodle in itself. Like, we live in a chemical world. You kind of have to, like, again, I'm not a scientist, but you know, all natural doesn't necessarily mean it's still good. There's pesticides that are all natural, yet they're horrible, right? You know what I mean? But I do appreciate that brands are trying to strip down. Like, I do like when products have not a lot of ingredients. They're really trying to not put things in products that aren't necessary, or finding better alternatives for things that are maybe a bit either harmful to us or harmful to the environment. And yeah, I would just like to see it be put on brands to do a better job of having more environmentally friendly packaging, like reusable packaging. Like, I like that a lot of brands are, I'm seeing this now where they're doing the like refillable packages. Like, I do that with my soap. I buy like a big jug of soap and just fill like my containers, because that's a bit more eco-friendly, right? But like, don't put it on consumers so much. Like, this is the thing I think of with environmental. If you look at like environmental, like carbon footprint and stuff, it's huge corporations that are not changing. They're just, anyway, I'm not going to get too into that, but they need to do better. So it's not all on us as consumers. As consumers, we can only buy products that are eco-friendly. Like, I mean, we can boycott things and choose not to buy stuff that's not eco-friendly, but at the end of the day, they're the ones that are producing, and they're ultimately responsible for the products they produce, right? Right. Anyway, I just kind of went like on a journey there. That was a really weird ending. And what do I hope to see more? Just like in makeup in general. Just keep having fun. I want makeup to continue to have fun and exist, because I love it. Makeup's great. Anyway, the little sidekick went over there, so it just all became me. I thought he might like come chill for a bit, but sorry guys, not a whole lot of Harley in this video like I expected, but a whole lot of blue eyeshadow. I hope when I edit this it doesn't look so bad, because right in the viewfinder it does not look good. Anyway, that's why, you know, we've got a bit of distance on the camera right now. Anyway, I hope you liked this video. If you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my tiny little channel here in Toronto, Canada. I hope you're doing well, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye.